Good evening and welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. LSU and Baton Rouge police worked together on an abduction and rape case. LSU police sent out a text alert saying a student had been abducted in a stolen car. Tonight's big story, the student is now safe and receiving counseling through the university, but other students are still concerned after the incident. Earl Phelps has the story for us.
It's pretty frightening for me as a young woman.
News of a kidnapping has some students on LSU sorority row concerned tonight. LSU police sent out a text alert last night saying an armed black male had abducted a student described as wearing dreadlocks and all black clothing, driving a stolen gray four-door Honda Elantra.
First thing that came to mind is we just wanted to make sure that everyone was safe and that our sorority sisters were well accounted for.
After being abducted, the victim was dropped off around 10 last night on Government Street near the railroad tracks. That's when Baton Rouge police got involved and then turned the case over to the LSU Police Department. At this time, university officials did not want to comment on camera, but they did issue a statement saying the victim of this abduction is safe and is being assisted by LSU's care team, a counseling service for students. Even though students say they feel safe on sorority row, they still say more can be done to make the rest of the campus safer.
I do think we need more police officers patrolling. They do a good job of it, but there is a lapse, definitely with lighting. I think we have lights that go off, and we really need to be sure that they're on all the time.
Rapids deputies say 2 Boyce men have been arrested, one of them after 2 separate foot chases for an extensive string of crimes. Deputies say they arrested 24-year-old Dakota Chance Hudspeth last month, but more recently tracked down 29-year-old Randy James Glover Jr., who had to be tased after trying to hide in a nursing home on Masonic Drive. They both face theft charges, while Glover's charges also include burglary, resisting arrest, and criminal trespass. Hudspeth is also wanted for using counterfeit money. Deputies say no one was harmed when Glover ran into the nursing home. A man from Ball is sentenced in federal court for theft of more than $100,000 in VA benefits from a deceased woman's bank account. 51-year-old Tracy Marler will spend 21 months in prison and must return more than $100,000 to the government. He was convicted at trial last December. That scheme went on from 2008 through 2014. Natchitoches police say a drug deal has resulted in an arrest. 22-year-old Charlie Lynch is accused of attempted murder. Police say the victim admits the two were engaged in a drug deal when Lynch allegedly pulled a gun and shot the victim in the thigh. Looks like we could be in for a cloudy weekend. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has your weather now.
Hey, Scott. Yeah, definitely seeing a few more clouds in the forecast as we head into the weekend, but do look like we see warmer temperatures as well. Temperatures today were anywhere between 15 to almost 20 degrees above what we saw just 24 hours ago. That put temperatures late this afternoon into the upper 60s to low 70s in most areas. There are high temperatures around the region, again, mid to upper 70s in most areas. Saw that high of 78 degrees in Shreveport, 76 degrees in Monroe, and 76 degrees in Lake Charles late this afternoon. Now, maybe a few isolated storms around the area for your Saturday. They'll be very widely scattered if they really develop at all. Otherwise, partly to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures on the warmer side. Sunday looks like the best day to see a lot of sunshine. Very warm weather returning to our area. And by early next week, we're going to stay dry, keep it warm, and also keep it sunny, too, as you get to the first day of spring, which is on Monday. So we'll talk more about that with your weekend forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Chris. Early voting for the spring municipal primaries ends tomorrow. Voting is from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the offices of the Registrar of Voters in the parish courthouses. In Rapides Parish, there's a handful of elections, all in Cheneyville to select a mayor and 5 aldermen. Elsewhere in central Louisiana, there are races in Evangeline, Grant, LaSalle, Natchitoches, Sabine, and St. Landry parishes. See Go Vote, that is GEAUX vote.com, to access a sample ballot for your parish. Sears Hometown Store in Pineville and the Central Louisiana Regional Chamber of Commerce held a ribbon cutting today to celebrate the grand reopening of the store. The store has been under new ownership since November, when Mike and Nicole Recaud purchased the business.
It was a great opportunity for us. I had experience in this type of environment, in this type of Sears store. So it was a great opportunity for us. Also, we wanted to be in this community and also serve Pineville area and surrounding areas.
The locally owned and operated business has a large selection of appliances, supplies, and lawn and garden care products. You can visit them in Pineville at 3115 Highway 28 East, next to Super One. The 5th annual Foodapalooza was underway in central Louisiana today. The event was developed from a series of Eat Local conversations over the years by citizens who have shared their vision for the local food economy. Keynote speaker Bill Menner has invested a great deal into rural development across the state of Iowa and is nationally recognized for his leadership in strengthening rural economies through local food.
I was here today to talk about the power of communities working together when it comes to making sure that access to local food is increased, that rural communities have the chance to build economic systems around local foods. And when we say local foods, that means fruits, vegetables, locally sourced meat, value-added products. That there's really a huge economic opportunity for rural communities to take advantage of this, especially if they work together. It's certainly a trend right now. There's a growing appetite for locally produced fruits, vegetables, beverages. People want to know where their food and vegetables and beer and distiller goods, they want to know where it comes from, and it's better if it comes from a local source.
Foodapalooza offered a number of workshops for people to learn more about locally grown food. Local restaurants participated by offering special menus for the day, consisting of entrees made from locally produced food items. The day of events closed with a networking happy hour and a celebration. The Senla Down Syndrome Association will be having their 5th annual Buddy Walk on Saturday.
It is really a time for the Down syndrome community to be able to have an event where we can all get together and see our old friends and make new friends and have the support of the community, because that's really what it's about, trying to include the people from our Down syndrome community and integrate everybody together to have a fun day. We're going to have jumpies and activities for the kids, let them play games, and some of our Girl Scout troops are volunteering to help us.
The Buddy Walk is tomorrow at the LSUA Evacuation Center. On-site registration will begin at 9 a.m. and the walk will kick off at 10:30. The 32nd annual Louisiana Nursery Festival began yesterday and will be open all weekend. It's fun for the whole family to enjoy food and carnival rides. There are also vendors on site selling homemade goods and accessories. Nurseries from all around the state are selling some of their most popular plants.
We're out here selling bedding plants, ferns, bougainvilleas, some annuals and perennials. We've got a few of the new proven winter line of plants that we've got out here. We've got some different types of caladiums that we haven't carried in a while that are some of the old ones they're bringing back in.
This is our first time at the festival. I've been here as a patron before, but this is the first time working as a vendor. I knew about it, knew how big it was, and there was going to be a lot of people here. I thought it might be something good for my product to come and show here in the Alexandria area.
The festival will continue through Sunday in Forest Hill. Vendors and carnival rides will be set up all weekend on the Nursery Festival grounds. For more information and a schedule of events, you can find the Louisiana Nursery Festival on Facebook. Lookout Garden members are doing some spring cleaning in time for the 2017 Cleanest City Contest. District judges will visit Lookout on April 11th. Shown here on one of the first work days are Pauline Humphreys, Joyce Hoyt-Lyford, and Lynn Jackson. If you want to get involved, call the town hall for more information. Still ahead, an inferno erupts in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. Details on the fire next.
Looks like here you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
I want you to have an opportunity to clear your name.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
They're calling the whole task force in. This is a game changer.
Why won't you cooperate with the police? Are you trying to hide something?
No, Chris, what are you doing here?
Crime Watch Daily airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV.
In Raleigh, North Carolina, a massive fire broke out in the busy downtown area overnight. Flames ripping through a massive apartment building under construction, threatening other homes and businesses in that area. Micaiah Thurmond has the story.
This is one of the biggest fires I've ever seen, not only in Raleigh, but anywhere.
Overnight, a towering inferno lighting up the night sky over downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. Firefighters responding to a massive 5-alarm blaze tearing through an apartment building under construction.
There's no fire protection in place, and I have fire walking from one end of the block to the next.
The 5-story structure that caught fire was near Raleigh's popular restaurant and bar district. Authorities say the fire also engulfed another high-rise building next door. The flames spreading like wildfire to the rooftops of several nearby complexes.
Cars exploding up on the parking deck.
Crane's coming down, crane's coming down.
A crane from the construction site collapsing under the heat of the flames. Some onlookers shared video of the fire streaming from Facebook Live. Rescue personnel evacuated residents. This morning, the cause of the massive fire is under investigation.
President Trump is still facing plenty of criticism over his first proposed budget, which makes some major cuts to various government agencies. But also not going away, the unsubstantiated wiretapping claims and the debate over the GOP's healthcare replacement plan. Stephanie Ramos reports.
Trump in the Oval Office meeting with Republicans who he says may have been on the fence about the GOP's healthcare replacement plan.
These folks were no's, mostly no's, yesterday. And now every single one is a yes.
The president says he's 100% behind the bill, but says there's still room for negotiations.
And we made certain changes.
But that's not the only battle brewing for the Trump administration. The White House is not backing down when it comes to Trump's accusations that former President Obama wiretapped Trump Tower, even though top Republican leaders on Capitol Hill joined Democrats to say they've seen absolutely no evidence of any wiretapping.
Does the president still stand by the allegation?
First of all, he stands by it, but again, you're mischaracterizing what happened today.
Here's what happened Thursday. The top Republican and Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee announced they see no indications that Trump Tower was the subject of surveillance by any element of the United States government, either before or after Election Day.
At the same time, they acknowledge that they have not been in contact with the Department of Justice.
But after the briefing, the top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee said in a statement that the leaders would not have made the statement they made without having been fully briefed by authorities.
A lucky escape for tourists on Italy's Mount Etna yesterday when the active volcano suddenly sprung to life right in front of them. A British news crew was rolling when it happened and captured the heart-stopping explosion. Kelly Kobayea reports.
It caught them all by surprise. Italy's Mount Etna exploding in steam and molten rocks. Raining down on 35 terrified tourists, their guides, and a BBC News crew. The camerawoman still rolling.
We really were running for our lives. So all the time, you're just being pelted with these rocks, hoping one of them isn't going to hit your head or a large one gets close to you.
The explosion was also captured on research cameras miles away. Etna's red-hot lava, nearly 1,800 degrees, even visible from space. Italian scientists say the lava flow hit a field of snow, superheating the water and causing an explosion.
When we got here yesterday and heard that Etna was erupting, I thought, this is fantastic. This is a lifetime's ambition to see a bit of geology. I wasn't expecting to get this close an encounter.
Etna is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. This drone footage shows it coming back to life last month. A popular spot for scientists, tourists, and journalists. Italian rescuers brought everyone down safely, bloodied and bruised, but alive. This morning, the volcano is still erupting. Visitors are still admiring the view, but this time, not up close.
About 10 people in all were injured. Thankfully, none of those injuries are serious. Yeah, Chris joins us again, and it's not too often that you see snow turned into steam.
Yeah, it doesn't happen
instantaneously.
Very often. It doesn't happen very often. That was very, very interesting photos they had there of seeing that.
Very dramatic stuff.
Yes,
yeah.
very much. But I think they're going to be seeing it from afar now. I think to
little safer distance.
Yeah, just to make sure. But we have to really get up and close to our weather here next couple of days. It's going to be beautiful out there. Temperatures into the 70s, mid to upper 70s into the weekend. May see a little patchy fog as you wake up early tomorrow morning. It could be an isolated shower around too. But I think the best chance of rain is going to stay out of our area. Looks like some beautiful weather this weekend, even into early next week. And we'll talk more about that with your weekend forecast coming up next.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC 31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
And welcome back, everyone. A happy Friday to you. Also, a happy St. Patrick's Day as well. Temperatures much warmer today than we saw yesterday. Here's a look at our 24-hour temperature change here. We've seen temperature changes from about 8 to up to 13 or 14 degrees warmer than what we saw yesterday. And that put our high temperatures back into the mid to upper 70s here late this afternoon. High of 77 here in Alexandria, 77 also in Natchitoches, 78 degrees the high in Shreveport, 76 over Monroe, and 78 degrees the high today in Baton Rouge. Have a few clouds moving in out there right now. We're back to 74 degrees. Still some beautiful weather across our area, though. Dew point at 56. Our winds are a little gusty, south-southwest winds at 17 miles per hour, and our pressure is holding steady. Now, as we head into our Saturday, then we may see a few isolated showers or thunderstorms move into the area. A very outside chance of that happening. Looks like we're going to stay mainly cloudy through the day. Very warm once again. Could get close to 80 for a high temperature. We'll go for a high of 79 on Saturday afternoon. So partly sunny skies. Again, a few isolated storms possible, but again, they're going to be very widely scattered if they develop at all. I think most of the storm activity should stay to our east, which would be good news for us. We'll see some sunshine, or at least partly sunny skies in our forecast. Now, as we head into our Sunday, that looks like the best day out of the weekend. Of course, this being the last weekend of winter as spring officially starts on Monday. And early next week, we see some sunshine in the forecast, dry weather, and our temperature staying warm. Could be in the low 80s by the time we get to early next week. So definitely looking like some very nice spring weather back in our forecast here early next week. Now, your surface map again on your Saturday is showing the shower activity we're expecting to see. Again, just getting into parts of eastern Louisiana. May see a few of those come into parts of central Louisiana very late in the afternoon hours. But again, I think the majority of the shower activity is going to stay over in parts of Mississippi and Alabama. Also seeing some very warm, unseasonably warm temperatures once again developing through parts of Texas back into the southwestern United States, where they're seeing record-breaking temperatures in Arizona and Nevada, even southern parts of California. That's some of the warmer weather that will get into our area over the weekend and early next week. That puts us right back into the 80s for highs by Monday or Tuesday. Before tonight, 58 degrees, partly cloudy skies, south-southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Go for a high of 79 as we head into our Saturday. Again, may see a few isolated showers out there. Otherwise, expecting to see mostly cloudy to partly sunny skies, west winds at 5 to 10. We'll go for 80 degrees then on your Sunday. Again, partly sunny skies expected, 83 the high. As we head to your Monday, again, first day of spring is on Monday, 84 by Tuesday, and staying in the upper 70s to low 80s all next week. May see another chance of rain by about Friday of next week. Scott?
Thank you, Chris. Coming up, NSU softball coach Donald Pickett talks about his team's upcoming matchup. Plus, an American skier made history on the slopes today. Nick has that story next.
When it comes to cleaning up the streets of Boston,
this is who I am. This is what I do. Now get me in there. He did it. And I know where the proof is.
It's ladies first. Rizzoli and Isles.
Weekends at 11 on KLAX TV.
This weekend, the NSU soccer team will be traveling to Texas to take on FC Dallas in a little spring scrimmage. Lady Demons will be matching up against a semi-pro squad that's littered with former Division I athletes and players who have suited up for national teams. It'll be quite the challenge for the Lady Demons.
I think it's going to be different. I mean, they have more experience, so the game's going to be faster, and they're going to be stronger. So I feel like it's a great opportunity for us to show them what we have and everything. So I think it should be a really good game.
The Demons softball team won't be short on challenges this weekend either. NSU will welcome Abilene Christian to town for a 2-game set. And after a rough few weeks, Coach Pickett is hoping his team can adjust to a pair of stellar pitchers this weekend.
This weekend will be another test. I mean, Hannah's a very good pitcher. She works up in the zone, she changes speeds, and then they got another kid that, throws the ball pretty well, pretty hard. So different adjustments that we have to make, but hopefully we've seen how important that is, and this week we'll have the focus we need to execute the plan better than we did Sunday.
Now, 22-year-old Michaela Schifrin sure executed her plan to win a slalom world championship to basically no end. She is the 5th American in history to win the overall World Cup Slalom Championship. Schifrin has had a remarkable year, clinching the title with still 2 races left in the 37-race season. She's scheduled to race one more time this weekend, but the closest competitor, has already pulled out, giving Schifrin the win. A World Championship at 22, not bad. All right, let's move to some spring training baseball. The Astros hosting the Braves this afternoon. Top 5, no score, 2-on for Adam Walker. He rips it deep into the left field corner. That's going to get down. 1 run coming around to score easily. Braves try to wave in the second, but what a throw from the outfield. Guns them out at home. Run stopped, 2-0 game. So, move to the 7th. That is a base hit to right from Rio Ruiz. That brings in 2 runs for the Braves, and it's a 4-0 lead. Here, bottom of the 9th, bases loaded for the Astros. Jack Mayfield singled to center, tying run scores. There's the winning run. Gets it in. It's a walk-off win for the Astros. And check this out, a little love to the glove today. It's Orioles third baseman Manny Machado in the World Baseball Classic. Ranging all the way to his right into foul territory. Makes the throw all the way across the diamond to get the out. Scott give a little assist to Carlos Santana, the first baseman who made the nice pick. He'll dive back to the first base to get the out, but what a play.
2 fantastic defensive plays there, one on either edge
Great
of the
throw,
diamond.
good pick, good tag. Beautiful baseball play. I love baseball time. A lot of plays like that.
Good stuff. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Still ahead, a rare zoo baby makes her grand debut.
Inside LSU Baseball, brought to you by Randy Wiggins, State Farm agent, and Take 5 Oil Change. Join us Sundays at 10 on KLAX TV.
The statewide Louisiana Nursery Festival is this weekend. It leads off weekends with 31. The festival offers plants and expertise on how to grow and nurture them. It's in Forest Hill. The great outdoors are being offered to children at the Treehouse. An outdoor play day starts tomorrow at 9. The Junior League offers Senla Kids Fest, a free event about fitness, nutrition, and internet safety. This is the 5th year for the National Down Syndrome Buddy Walk. It begins tomorrow morning at 9. The Tour of Homes benefits the Hope House this Sunday. You can visit their website for information on tickets and locations. The Rapid Symphony Orchestra stages Peter and the Wolf at the zoo to celebrate children. And yes, we do have wolves to see there. Acclaimed pianist Richard Dowling will perform Scott Joplin works benefiting arts and healthcare. That's on Sunday. And Shadows produce a theatrical work presented by the Arts Council. That is Sunday at 3. Finally tonight, Taronga Zoo's baby pygmy hippopotamus, the first born in 7 years, made its first public appearance in Sydney. The female calf was born to first-time parents Fergus and Kembiri on February 21st and has begun to explore its new surroundings, making a splash in the zoo's pool. The pygmy hippo is classified as endangered, so this birth is vital.
This birth is really important to the species. There are fewer than 3,000 pygmy hippos left in the wild, so every hippo born in a zoo helps to ensure that this population continues on into the future.
Have a great night, and thanks for watching.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone
can start right now.
With all new ways to feel encouraged, inspired, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.